have a habit of kind of going along with the crowd and criticizing one thing or another. Yeah, criticizing one thing or another, like Monsanto, without actually knowing any history or facts. And honestly, you kind of opened up my eyes a little bit. I didn't know that history in regards to the malaria personally. I didn't know about that in regards to Monsanto. However, having learned that from you, I am one of those people that are a little bit informed as far as the other things that they do, as far as the GMO foods and pesticide-ready Roundup sprays and things of that nature. I personally am an informed individual, and I know all the harm that they do. Additionally, here's an interesting point that's always important to keep in mind, is that when you have an organization, a corporation, political party, whatever it is, that does something good, what you always have to remember is that they'll always do something good, no matter who it is, because that way it's easier to accept the bad. You know what I mean? So, you have a corporation like Monsanto, they really are genuinely doing some horrible things. Yes, they've done some good things, absolutely, like you just explained in regards to the malaria and helping that out. But you know what? By doing that, they make themselves more palatable and more accepted by people who aren't necessarily informed about everything, all of the bad that they do.
One thing about that, just to piggyback on that, is that I wouldn't agree with Monsanto being involved in the government, lobbying to kill the competition. Because one thing that I like, I'm not following that Monsanto thing that much, but I can tell you that there's been a lot of controversy on them not wanting to label GMOs on their food packaging, and that's actually we cannot blame Monsanto on that. But to a certain extent, I mean, we could, because come on, like if people are telling you, please label your ingredients or label whatever you have to label, do it, and they don't want to do it. But it's because somebody else is empowering Monsanto not to do it, and that's the government. They are involved in lobbying with the government, pretty much killing their competition. I guarantee you that if good solid alternatives to what Monsanto do as far as oil corporations coming into the market via free market capitalism, not crony capitalism, will actually make Monsanto not only but label do what people wanted to do. The free market will tell them, will tell them what to do, like labeling their ingredients or whatever. But since the government is empowering through corruption this company to keep doing what they're doing or not doing what the people want them to do, like I said, Monsanto, they're trying to do their profit, they're trying to grow as a company, but it's mainly us letting the government get involved too much into that, pretty much killing our free market.
Juan, you make a great point, and I have this conversation. I have this conversation with people all the time. As a matter of fact, Robert and I, we were speaking before we started up the show. It really is. It's up to the people, and why they've given all this power away, I'm very confused myself. But the people, if you don't, let's just pretend, I'm going to use Walmart as an example, because they put a lot of mom and pop stores out of business because they grew so big, but they don't treat their employees well, they don't pay well, and they do a lot of things that are a little bit shady. They've had tons of lawsuits for not paying overtime. And if you really want to see Walmart go away, stop shopping there. It's that easy. And here in America, we still have that choice. We don't have to shop at Walmart. We can go anywhere. And it really is up to the people to enforce it. People have to enforce their beliefs, because at the end of the day, we elect people into the government and they work for us. And right now in America, almost anybody that I've worked with in the not outside the executive level of employment, they honestly look at government officials as the authority, like a pharaoh, like somebody you have to obey, and if you don't, you're going to die. Go ahead, Juan.
Well, I'm Bernardo. What I can tell you about Walmart, about not being fair with the wages or whatnot, I would tell to the employees to don't work there, get another job.
Amen.
That's what I can say about that. One other thing but that's it. We cannot blame Walmart. We cannot blame Walmart per se. Walmart is doing what they pretty much have to do because other companies, other big level competitors will do the same. They're getting involved with the government, and that's what's killing mom and pop's shops. It's not Walmart itself. It's the government trying to basically boycotting later on these small companies by giving Walmart certain privileges, big companies certain privileges, and creating rules and regulations that basically kill small businesses.
Yeah.
But it's not Walmart that's creating those rules and regulations. It's the government. It's these corrupt politicians. So we can go all day saying, how Walmart is so bad, but that's not the source of the problem. It's actually these politicians in power are getting in bed with these corporations.
Yeah, I was going to say, Juan, that big corporations actually lobby the politicians and the Congress members and give them big payouts and contributions to make these laws that put the mom and pop businesses out of business. So they're all in bed together.
And that's wrong. But we are letting that happen because we are electing these certain politicians. If we would take away, if we would elect good people to be in power that are less likely to do this kind of transactions, then maybe we would be better off. And what if it goes like this? If the government lets one corporation lobby for something, then another corporation will say, you know what, I gotta do this because I gotta stay competitive, so I'm gonna do it too. And then this other corporation does the same thing. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's all about money. And it's that one individual, that one group of individuals in Congress or in power that will be lured by this money through lobbying, and that's why we cannot we have to not elect these kind of politicians. We should find a way to have to put a stop on that.
You're very, very right, and I just want to add to what you're saying and actually get your view, because right now in the United States, with the Democrat and Republican parties, it's almost like if you love America and you want to obey the Constitution, you get a media blackout. Like Ron Paul and Rand Paul, the media purposely shuts them out so that you can't vote these people into power that are going to do the right thing for the American people, so that these big corrupt criminals can stay in power. Your thoughts?
Like Ron Paul, no, he does get like blacked out from the media completely. Like really, you rarely see Ron Paul in CNN, Fox News. You basically have to either go to his website or look him up in YouTube and listen to what he has to say. But it's not just him. I mean, it's like, for example, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz, for me, he's good. He's solid. But he gets attacked. He gets attacked so much because they cannot ignore him. The media will do two things to you. They will either ignore you, like Ron Paul, or if you're like right there, that it's very hard to ignore you, they will attack you to no end.
I know. It's so hypocritical because, like, Bill Clinton was, mouth banging women in the Oval Office, and he still had the support of the American people. So, like, what? How do you defame someone and you don't defame that?
Well, look at it. They make Bill Clinton the media, and now this is more entertainment media.
Right.
They make Bill Clinton look cool, look edgy, look like a pimp.
Yeah. Right, that's true.
And no, he's not. He's a womanizer. He's a cheat.
Right.
But,
how about this one? I'm going to be very, very cruel, and I'm going to say that, because Hillary will be running soon, but if Hillary can't keep her man satisfied, how will she keep America satisfied?
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
Black helicopters are coming from me. You don't have to comment. I love starting trouble.
Hey guys, really quickly, a kind of a side question, a little bit off topic here, but I was just curious what you thought as not only Americans but native Floridians such as ourselves. I was really curious as to what you thought about what is it?
Spit it out, man.
The amendment to decriminalize marijuana and make it accessible for, medically for individuals here in South Florida. What do you think about voting yes or no on 2?
I want to say something about that, but let me tell you real quick. Like, haven't been following much about that debate, so I can't really tell you much about my educated opinion. But one thing that I can tell you, just with my limited knowledge, is that medical marijuana for people that are suffering, if it's prescribed by a doctor, then I don't see no problem with that. But me personally, I don't really like marijuana being legal in the streets. But that's just me. That's just me. Juan, what do you want? No. The way I see it is that I mean, marijuana is not actually like a topic that we like to talk, because we think that there's actually even bigger issues than that. I mean, issues that will really change the face of the country. With that I mean how the country is gonna work. I mean, there are issues, like they're more important, like universal healthcare, amnesty. I mean, those things are really gonna change America. What's your opinion about that?
Guys,
that's why we already talk about marijuana. Now, with that said, in my opinion, and I'm not the artist, but in my opinion, is that when it comes to marijuana, the thing is that we have a welfare system. We have a big welfare system, and our tax money goes to people that are addiction. They're leeching. I mean, they're not gonna work. I mean, they're gonna they're gonna be dependent, stuff like that. So if we have that type of welfare system, like a big welfare system, we kind of gotta know what people are putting inside their bodies when it comes to marijuana. I mean, if we didn't have a welfare system, then probably I wouldn't care about marijuana. Maybe we could end up subsidizing other people's marijuana.
That could be true. Hey guys.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big welfare system. We're gonna end up subsidizing other people's marijuana. So that's like why we gotta be careful, because you have your own personal bias. I mean, you might like the stuff and all, why not? But we have to look at the big picture. I mean, what about every other people? Because maybe a person that works hard and makes money and contributes to society, and he likes marijuana. That person, it's gonna have his own view about his personal life and why marijuana has to be legal. But then when you look at everybody that depends on welfare, and then we can even, things are crazy. Maybe the government will start subsidizing marijuana later on at your tax expense.
Yeah. Guys, I don't want to cut you off. We got 1 minute left, so I want to jump back into the Chepo Team Chepo e-comics. Guys, thank you for sharing us. Chepo, pardon me, Chepo. I call it Chepo. .com. You guys, thank you very much for being on the show. We appreciate it. We're definitely going to have you back on in the future. Everybody, all of our listeners, make sure to go to Chepo Comics, e-comics, Chepo. It's CHEPO.com.
Chepo Team.
Chepo Team.
It's www.chepoteam.com.
One last thing. Chepo means cool in Spanish.
It means cool.
In English.
And people can purchase the e-comic book online at Amazon. Is that correct?
Yes, Amazon.com.
All right, guys. 5 seconds. Great show, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. You have yourself a great day.